If you're over 60 and you've been noticing weaker legs, more nighttime cramps, slower walking, or just a general feeling that your balance isn't what it used to be, you are far from alone. Many older adults experience these changes, yet few realize that certain vitamins, when taken before bed, may naturally support better leg strength, better nerve function, and a steadier, more confident stride. Today, we're talking about 3 bedtime vitamins for stronger legs after 60. These nutrients support nighttime repair cycles, help muscles recover, and may even improve coordination and balance. And the best part? These are simple, natural options that many people find helpful within a few weeks. So in this video, you'll discover why leg strength naturally declines with age, how nighttime regeneration affects your muscles, and the 3 vitamins that may help support stronger legs, fewer cramps, and more stability. Let's dive in, starting with one of the underestimated vitamins for seniors. 1. Vitamin B12. Vitamin B12 is one of the most important nutrients for adults over 60, especially when it comes to leg strength, stability, and overall mobility. Yet, it's also one of the most common deficiencies in older adults. As we age, the stomach naturally produces less hydrochloric acid, and we need that stomach acid to release B12 from the foods we eat. Even if you're eating a healthy diet, you may still absorb far less B12 than you did in your 30s or 40s. This gradual decline in absorption often goes unnoticed at first, but over time, low B12 levels may start affecting the very pathways your legs rely on to stay strong and coordinated. Unlike vitamins that primarily affect muscles or bones, B12 is deeply connected to the nervous system, which acts like the electrical wiring that controls how your muscles fire, move, and respond. When B12 levels slip too low, the communication between your nerves and muscles becomes weaker. For your legs, this can show up as having trouble lifting your feet or climbing stairs, feeling unsteady or off balance, especially on uneven ground, tingling, numbness, or a pins and needles sensation in the legs, more frequent nighttime leg cramps or calf tightness, slower reaction times when walking, an increased risk of stumbling or minor missteps. Some people also describe a feeling that their legs are heavy or fluttery or just not as responsive as they used to be. These sensations can be subtle at first, but they're often early signs that the nerves controlling the leg muscles need more support. A big part of B12's role lies in maintaining something called the myelin sheath. Myelin is a protective layer that wraps around nerves, similar to insulation on an electrical wire. When myelin is strong, nerve signals travel quickly and smoothly. But when myelin begins to break down, which can happen when B12 levels are low, the signals slow down. Muscles don't respond as quickly. Balance becomes less stable, and movement can feel less controlled. Here's the encouraging part. B12 plays a key role in rebuilding and maintaining this protective coating. And interestingly, nighttime is when this restorative process is most active. During sleep, the body focuses on repairing nerve tissue, supporting cellular recovery, and restoring communication pathways. This is one reason many people prefer taking B12 in the evening. It aligns with the body's natural rhythm of repairing the nervous system during the deepest stages of rest. Not all forms of B12 are absorbed equally, especially for adults over 60. The form called methylcobalamin is often recommended because it's already in an active state the body can use immediately. You'll frequently find it in sublingual, under-the-tongue tablets. This method allows B12 to bypass the digestive tract, which is important for seniors who may have reduced stomach acid, and enter the bloodstream more directly. For many people, supporting healthy B12 levels becomes a simple addition to their nighttime routine. And while everyone's experience is different, some individuals begin noticing small but meaningful improvements within 10 to 14 days. These may include steadier walking, fewer nighttime cramps, or feeling more alert and coordinated when getting out of bed in the morning. Another reason B12 is so valuable for leg strength is its connection to red blood cell production. Healthy red blood cells carry oxygen to your muscles, including the large muscles in your legs that help you stand, walk, and maintain balance. Low B12 can lead to tired muscles, slower recovery after activity, or legs that feel fatigued more quickly. By supporting normal red blood cell formation, B12 helps the muscles work more efficiently and comfortably. Low B12 can also mimic other age-related issues, which is why it often goes overlooked. For example, numbness or balance trouble might be attributed to aging, circulation, or arthritis when the nervous system is actually craving more B12. This is why many healthcare providers encourage older adults to monitor their B12 levels regularly, especially if they're experiencing symptoms like tingling, leg weakness, or difficulty maintaining balance. While B12 doesn't act as a cure for nerve or muscle problems, maintaining healthy levels may support clearer nerve signaling, steadier leg movement, and more comfortable mobility. It's one of the simplest and most natural ways to help the legs and the entire nervous system function at their best as we age. If you've been dealing with issues like leg tingling, numbness, nighttime fluttering sensations, or legs that feel weaker than they used to be, it may be helpful to discuss B12 with your healthcare provider. They can help determine whether you might benefit from supplementation and what form or dosage is appropriate for your needs. For many adults over 60, vitamin B12 becomes an essential part of supporting leg strength, nerve health, and confidence while walking. And when taken at night, it may align beautifully with the body's natural repair cycle, helping you wake up feeling steadier, more grounded, and more secure on your feet in the morning. 2. Vitamin D3. Vitamin D3 is often thought of as the bone health vitamin, and while it absolutely plays a major role in keeping bones strong, its influence extends much further, especially for adults over 60. What many people don't realize is that vitamin D3 is deeply involved in muscle strength, balance, coordination, and even how quickly your legs recover after activity. In fact, D3 acts almost like a hormonal signal in the body, telling muscles how to grow, repair, and function. One of the most surprising facts about D3 is just how common deficiency is among older adults. Studies suggest that more than 70% of Americans over the age of 60 may have low D3 levels, even if they spend time outdoors or feel generally healthy. This is partly because aging skin produces less vitamin D from sunlight, and partly because the kidneys, another key player in activating vitamin D, become less efficient with age. Add reduced appetite or digestive changes, and it becomes even more difficult for older adults to get enough D3 from food alone. Low D3 doesn't always show up in obvious ways at first. Instead, it tends to affect the legs in gradual, subtle ways that many people blame on just getting older. These symptoms can include achy or heavy feeling legs, feeling tired quickly when walking or climbing stairs, muscles that feel slower or less responsive, stiffness or soreness after simple activity, more nighttime leg discomfort, feeling unsteady or unsure during quick movements, slower muscle recovery after exercise or long walks. What's happening behind the scenes is that your muscles rely on vitamin D3 to perform their normal functions. D3 supports muscle protein synthesis, which is the process your body uses to build and maintain muscle fibers. Without enough D3, the body has a harder time repairing small micro tears in muscles, which naturally occur during everyday movement. That can leave muscles feeling weaker, tighter, or more easily fatigued. Vitamin D3 also plays a role in reducing inflammation inside muscle tissue. Inflammation increases naturally as we age, and the legs, being some of the largest muscles in the body, tend to feel it the most. When inflammation goes unchecked, muscles may feel stiffer and less coordinated. Healthy D3 levels help support the body's natural ability to keep inflammation balanced, which may contribute to smoother, more comfortable movement. Another lesser-known benefit of vitamin D3 is its connection to balance and fall prevention. D3 helps the body activate certain muscle fibers responsible for quick reactions, like catching yourself if you trip, or correcting your posture if you start to lean to one side. When these fibers don't respond quickly, movements can feel less stable. Many older adults don't connect this instability to vitamin D3, but it's one of the most studied aspects of D3 deficiency. One of the reasons so many people prefer taking vitamin D3 before bed is that the body naturally enters its repair cycle during sleep. This is when muscle rebuilding, tissue restoration, and inflammation reduction are at their peak. By taking D3 in the evening, preferably with a small amount of healthy fat, such as olive oil, avocado, or nuts, you give the body what it needs right when it needs it most. Some people notice that their legs feel less achy and more refreshed in the morning when they keep up with a nighttime D3 routine. For adults over 60, typical daily recommendations often range from 2,000 to 4,000 IU, depending on individual needs and blood test results. Some people may need more and some people may need less. That's why it's important to work with a healthcare provider to find the right level for your body. A simple blood test can help determine your current D3 status and guide your supplementation plan. If you've been noticing increased leg soreness, slower walking, difficulty standing up from a seated position, or just a general feeling that your legs aren't as strong as they once were, addressing vitamin D3 levels may offer supportive benefits. It's a simple, natural step that can contribute to better muscle function, steadier movement, and a greater sense of confidence with each step you take. For many older adults, keeping vitamin D3 within a healthy range becomes an essential part of maintaining leg strength and balance. And taking it at night may help the body make the most of its natural repair cycles. 3. Vitamin K2, MK7. Vitamin K2 is one of the most overlooked nutrients for adults over 60, yet it plays a central role in how strong, flexible, and stable your legs feel. While vitamins like D3 and B12 get more attention, K2 quietly does work that keeps your bones, joints, and muscles functioning smoothly together.
And when taken in the MK7 form, it can be especially supportive for nighttime repair, which makes it an ideal evening supplement for seniors looking to maintain or improve leg strength. What makes vitamin K2 so unique is its ability to guide calcium. Calcium is essential for healthy, strong bones, but only when it's delivered to the right place. Without enough K2, calcium has a tendency to end up in the wrong areas, such as the joints, arteries, or soft tissues. Over time, this misplaced calcium can create stiffness, decrease mobility, and make the legs feel heavier or less responsive. When calcium settles into areas where it shouldn't be, many older adults notice stiff or rigid-feeling legs, difficulty bending, squatting, or lifting legs, joint tightness, especially in the knees, reduced mobility when walking, more discomfort going up or down stairs, slower or weaker muscle performance. These symptoms often get blamed on aging alone, but calcium placement plays a major role. The right kind of stiffness, strength, and stability comes from calcium being incorporated into the bones. The wrong kind, tightness, soreness, and loss of flexibility, often comes from calcium being stored where the body doesn't need it. This is where vitamin K2, MK7, steps in. Its main job is to activate two important proteins that help direct calcium into the bones and keep it out of the arteries and joints. In this way, K2 works like a traffic director, sending minerals exactly where they belong. With better calcium placement, the bones of the legs can become stronger and more supportive, while the joints feel looser and more flexible. What makes K2 even more powerful is that it works hand in hand with vitamin D3. While D3 helps your digestive system absorb calcium and move it into the bloodstream, K2 determines where that calcium goes next. Without enough K2, that calcium can linger in the bloodstream or settle in soft tissues, leading to stiffness or discomfort. But with healthy K2 levels, calcium is guided into the bones, where it strengthens your skeletal system and supports leg stability. For seniors looking to maintain mobility, this partnership between D3 and K2 becomes especially valuable. There's also growing interest in how K2 influences muscle performance and balance. Some research suggests that improving calcium regulation may help the muscles contract more smoothly, leading to better coordination and leg strength. In certain studies, older adults who took K2 consistently for several weeks experienced improvements in quadriceps strength and balance, a promising sign for those who want to stay steady and confident on their feet. One of the reasons MK7 is preferred over other forms of vitamin K2 is its longer activity time. MK7 remains in the bloodstream significantly longer than the MK4 form, which means the body has more time to use it. For older adults who want consistent support for bone and muscle function, this longer activity window can make a noticeable difference. Just like D3 and B12, many people choose to take vitamin K2 in the evening. The body conducts a great deal of cellular repair during the night, including bone remodeling and tissue maintenance. By taking K2 before bed, you may be supporting the natural timing of your body's repair processes. Some people report waking up with legs that feel less stiff or more mobile when they take K2 regularly. If you've been feeling tightness in your legs, stiffness in your joints, or difficulty bending or lifting your legs comfortably, vitamin K2 may offer supportive benefits. While it's not a quick fix, consistent use can help support smoother movement over time by guiding calcium into your bones and helping maintain flexible and healthy joints. When paired with vitamin D3, K2 forms an important foundation for long-term leg strength, balance, and overall mobility, especially for adults over 60 who want to move with confidence and maintain their independence as they age. Conclusion. Stronger legs after 60 are absolutely possible, and supporting your body at night can make a meaningful difference. We've talked about 3 simple bedtime vitamins for seniors that may naturally support muscle relaxation, balance, bone health, and nerve function. None of these are miracle solutions, and none will transform your legs overnight, but together, they may help create the foundation your body needs to move with more confidence, more strength, and more comfort each day. If you're looking for a natural, gentle way to support your mobility and independence, consider adding one or all of these nutrients to your bedtime routine. And remember, even small steps can lead to big improvements over time. If you found this video helpful, feel free to explore more of our natural joint health guides. Your body deserves care, attention, and kindness, no matter your age. Here's to stronger legs, steadier steps, and feeling your best starting tonight.